Welcome to Nalla Narasimha Reddy Education Society's group of institutions, integrated campus, Hyderabad. Estimation, quantity surveying, and valuation. I am Dr. A. Mahesh Babu, Professor, Department of Civil Engineering. In previous videos, I explained about long wall, short wall method, how to calculate by long wall, short wall method, estimation of the building, and also explained about central line method. In central line method, we have to calculate center to center of the walls. In this diagram, we have to calculate first from center to center, from ear to ear. See, here to ear, first one is here to here, right? So these are same length. I say is a parallel symmetric tomb. These are same, right? Ear to ear is one. So I want to explain basic concept so that you will understand in better way. In single room, what will happen? See, if you add all these four lengths, you will get central line length of the building, right? See here, if you see here, where corners are meeting, no subtraction or addition is required, because here, if you see here, we'll observe this one. If you see here, this become double because you are excavating from center. Okay. See, once here I will explain. See, first excavation is like this. See, first I excavated like this, right? Second one like this, right? See, what I marked is double time, 2 times, whereas this is empty. Here we have not calculated, right? Here we have not calculated. Here, this one is empty, right? So these are equivalent because is a square and this area equal to this area. That's why we will not going for addition or deduction of that area. So here, if you understand this figure, it's a very simple doing the problems in central line method. In this figure, where you have double areas, opposite area, suppose here P, double area, here K, we have not considered. So these are both equal. So need not subtract or addition of these areas. Similarly, this side B. So for L junctions, you need not add or subtract the areas. This is one important point in the center line method, right? See, we will see if you see this definition, at corners of the building where two walls are meeting, maybe foundations, footings, okay? So first footing, second footing, like that, anyone, no subtraction or addition is required. In this figure, the double cross hatched area marked PQRS comes twice, while these blank areas KL here MN, okay, these are blank areas, okay. So here, so these are equal and we get correct values. Next one, this method is quicker but requires a special attention consideration at junctions meeting of partition or cross walls. For rectangulars, circular, polygonal, hexagonal, octagonal building have no inter or cross section walls. This is quite simple. It's very simple because junctions, there are no junctions. For building have a cross or partition walls, for every junction, half of width of respective item of footing is deducted from the total center length. This is very important point. Now, here, one more very important point here you must remember. See, for building having a symmetric cross or partition walls of T junctions and plus junction. Suppose a room is, say, here. This is a room having you middle you a one wall. Okay. Here a wall. So these are junctions. This is known as a T junction, right? Suppose if you have one more room here. See, here, if you see, this is a plus junction. See, observe, this is D junction and plus junction. Here, center line of length of the building is equal to total center line length minus half of number of D junctions. Here, half of number of D junction. Okay. Width of all items minus number of junctions width of walls plus. So generally you have only two rooms T junction, up to here is enough for you in examination, external examination, up to here only you require, right? See here clearly you understand, try to understand what is center line length. Total center line length of the building, okay, minus half of number of T junctions because it will become overlap, and minus number of plus junctions in between walls. That is 2 rooms, 4 rooms, 5 rooms. Okay. This is one of the important point you have to observe. See, in this case, 2 rooms. First of all, what we'll do center line from here to here, how much, here to here to here, and here to. We'll add together, we'll get total length of center line. But here, what will happen in center middle? This will become overlap. This will become overlap. Here, see, that's why this is very important point. What I'm trying to say is, imagine picture, right? This will be because when you excavated this one, all done. When you are going for shorter direction from here to here, what will happen? This is become double. So this length we have to direction half of this total width, half of this total side width. As it is a symmetry, that's why total center line length minus half of number of junctions. This is 1, 2. Suppose there is one more wall. Okay, there are 4 junctions. Here, 2 junctions. So this total length minus 1 by 2 into 2 into the junctions, this width. So in this way, you have to calculate this width, opposite transfer. This say 1.1.2 by 2 meters. So in this way, you have to calculate both sides you to get center line length of wall. Okay, this is very important. If you understand this concept, you will do problems very easily. You will understand concept. You can do any number of problems. Okay, so in this case of building one partition wall or having wall having 2 junctions, deduct one width of respective item of work from the total length. So here, as it is only one partition wall, suppose there are one more partition wall here, one more partition wall, then become 6 junctions, like, right? So in this figure, you have 2 junctions. That's why you have to deduct 2 junctions of width of transverse walls. Okay, that may be item, that may be excavation, a foundation, first footing, second footing, or wall. So in this way, you have to calculate center line method. See here, only thing is in this one, you have to take care of junctions. That is only main important. For building having different walls, each set of walls shall have to be dealt separately. Suppose you have say 300 mm walls, 200 mm walls, or 230 mm walls, or 4 inches walls, like that. You have to calculate separately. You have to find out the total length of walls each type, and by this is by observing your plan and section. You have to deal separately, main walls A type, inner walls B type. In this way, you have to calculate in central line method, and I will explain next topics in the coming videos.